The Mountaineer Boys and Girls Club have great facilities for students to do homework after school. In fact, 83% of students made honor roll last semester. Pace Enterprises has been around since 1972, and the Beehive Cafe is one way people with disabilities can work in Morgantown. I'm Mike Martin, and straight ahead on WVU News, I'll take you to a nonprofit organization helping people with disabilities find jobs. WVU News starts now.
A recent salmonella outbreak from raw chicken has led to more than 80,000 pounds of chicken being pulled off store shelves. That's right, AP teachers in West Virginia are going back to the classroom, not to teach, but to learn. Education reporter Mackenzie Bristol joins us now in the studio with more. In fact, prescription drug overdoses now outnumber those of heroin and cocaine combined. Crime reporter Megan Carr joins us in the studio with more. Megan? And there were similar reactions this fall as WVU beat number 11, Oklahoma State. That's right, food allergies in the U.S. have increased 50% in the last decade, making some people think twice before eating certain foods. According to the National Crime Prevention Council, more than 40% of kids have been bullied online. But do children bear sole responsibility for their online actions? Crime reporter Megan Carr has more on the new development. While some people are abusing prescription drugs, others depend on them to save their lives, including for cancer treatments. But a new report suggests changes are needed for cancer care overall. Robert C. Byrd still holds the record for longest serving senator in U.S. history at 51 years. Also coming up in sports, some athletes have to pay to play the game they love. We'll be right back. You can also watch any of our shows on YouTube, and don't forget to follow us and our reporters on Twitter. I'm Mike Martin. In fact, athletes between the ages of 16 and 19 account for nearly 1/3 of all sports-related concussions. Find out how players are preventing future accidents on the field. We'll be right back. And I'm Mike Martin. Thanks for watching WVU News. Today we leave you with a field-level view at Milan Puskar Stadium during WVU's upset win against Oklahoma State. We'll see you next time. Flaming couches in a flip car in Morgantown. Find out how one form of technology is helping police catch suspects. Is traffic congestion near the University Town Center a danger to drivers? A new I-79 interchange is expected to clear things up. Also straight ahead, find out how federal workers in West Virginia are dealing with lost wages as a result of the government shutdown. Our award-winning WVU newscast starts now. An after-school hangout is preparing children for their school days. I visited the group at its new location, and organizers say it's a better environment for the students to learn. The Mountaineer Boys and Girls Club is a nonprofit organization focused on providing recreation and companionship to children. It's a safe place for children to spend an afternoon.
The clubs vary with their objectives. Our bread and butter has always been academics, whether it's intervention or just assistance or putting things together. So every day after school, our kids come here, they work on homework right away.
The program moved from its smaller, more rundown building on Spruce Street before moving to this place, the old Woodburn Elementary School.
I know for sure that this building is much bigger. It gives, the different grade levels their own space to do their homework. I know at the other place it was just a big room, and everybody had to do their homework in the same room. You can imagine first graders being in the same room as 12th graders doing homework.
Rochelle Pugh said the children in the program were ecstatic about the move to a bigger facility. It gave them more space to become better readers and test takers. With that came good grades. The Mountaineer Boys and Girls Club have great facilities for students to do homework after school. In fact, 83% of students made honor roll last semester. If you'd like to volunteer for the Mountaineer Boys and Girls Club, you can visit its website at the bottom of your screen.
The Boys and Girls Club operates in over 4,000 communities in the U.S. Major toxins in the river like sulfate, chloride, and bromine at high concentrations have a negative effect on aquatic life and drinking water. The grant money will go towards pollution monitoring, and an official at the Institute says better measurements will lead to more effective treatment. Several studies indicate that spending time outdoors reduces levels of stress chemicals in the body. This therapy includes immersing yourself in nature and stimulating all 5 of your senses. According to Japanese researchers, the primary ingredient found in aspirin is actually derived from the bark of a willow tree, showing that properties of nature can benefit our health. But according to a National Academy of Sciences, nature-based recreation is on the decrease by 35% in the last few decades.
West Virginia has the highest rate of unemployment for people with disabilities ages 18 to 64. Director of Development Bob Perner wants employers to see the potential in his workers.
In the workplace, all we ask employers to do is give us a shot. I want my workers with disabilities to have the same opportunity to try and succeed or fail that anybody else has.
The Beehive Cafe has been open since January of 2010. Pace Enterprises hires people with disabilities to train at the cafe to eventually work in hospitality in the Morgantown area. The cafe supplies meals Monday through Friday and cooks lunch for the Chamber of Commerce meetings. Pace Enterprises has been around since 1972, and the Beehive Cafe is one way people with disabilities can work in Morgantown. Pace Enterprises also employs workers to shred documents and recycle, work at the I-79 rest stop, and maintenance at Milan Park. Bob Perner and Sam Snyder say they're lucky to have such rewarding jobs.
The rewards are immense here because you see things and you see people grow and perform at levels that, as when I was a principal, I never thought possible.
I've been a part of PACE for about 5 years. I've been in the disability community in Morgantown for about 25 years. And one of the greatest rewards in the world is helping a person uncover the potential that they have inside themselves. I knew it was there.
For more information on the Pace Enterprises program, visit the website at the bottom of your screen.